Righty-ho. Well, there we have it. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you. Let's get ourselves in position. So we start with the feet together, aligning mind to body, settling, and we can just have a circle of arms for our greeting, connecting with thumbs and a small bow. Releasing down. So whilst we're in this position, just arriving with softening down through into the legs, opening the feet to the earth, lifting from behind the crown and lengthening the spine up there. We turn the arms out for 3 gathering circles. Inhale as we lift. Exhale as we press. Have a sense of pressing a ball into the water and soften the weight a little more if you are comfortable to do that through the legs, and then gently rise as we collect. Exhaling as we press. And third time. So we'll have a smallish warm up before we do our next posture within our 12-step Dao Yin. So I'm stepping shoulder width to the left, mirror image, unless I say otherwise. So we're working firstly with the head and neck. So hands on the waist and gentle turn to the left with the head, chin nice and level. And whilst in position, just a moment's pause and then extend nose to shoulder edge and draw through to the front. Continue round to the right. Pause in place, then extension and back to the center. So continue through to left. Last time to the right. And then we're taking the chin up in the crane neck position. So we push forward with the chin and lift, teeth together. Center back. Allow the neck to relax in the center, and then we extend again to roll under. Tucking towards chest and back with a little bit of extension here and then back into the center. So we're trying to curve both ways, up and out and down and under. Let's have a second go. In and forward again to take under. And center. Moving to shoulders, we're staying with shoulder width and the arms come forward and we collect our little beak which sits to the shoulder, towards the shoulder bone, Jianyu point here. And the elbows are not, we're not asking the elbows to come in together. We're keeping them shoulder width. We take 4 forward and softening the weight and rising as we lift. Circling the elbows within your comfort zone on the lift. Lovely. Let's cross hands and press out. We're going to center the weight and just take that same movement to the right side. So stepping shoulder width. And this time we're going to take the elbows to the back 4 times. And cross and press and center. Well done. So we're stepping back shoulder width on our left side. And this time it's the tap front and back. Very regular action to just alert the body, wake us up a little more. And then we'll let the arms just drop down, swinging naturally. We're going to do something I term a waist wrap today, which is a simple action whilst we have the feet shoulder width of bringing the arms around the body, just as we did there. But here, have the knees slightly soft, flex a little, and we're going to turn to the right as we breathe in. Just gently turn the waist to the right and the head with that. And then releasing arms, front face with hands, and then we're going to turn on the second side and release back and arms down. Stepping in. We've been doing a horse stance position, which I want us to do today, stepping wide to our left, letting the arms come forward, facing palms down, dropping elbows. We create the Bakwa palm, figure of 8, and sitting on the horse, just pushing forward with the palms and let the breath release as we exhale. Relax wrists, draw up and pull, elbows back and down, Bakwa palm, push as we exhale. One last time, so we're upright naturally, drawing back. Figure of 8 and inhale, exhale to push forward. So nice alignment through the back of the body with no lean. As we center weight, we're going to step back in. From there, we're going to do our squat position. So taking the fingertips and hands towards the knees. So the chin is forward here as we sit the weight, turning the hands on the knees, exhaling the breath. And gently turn back as we open the back of the knees. A second time, lowering and exhaling the breath. So we're keeping the chest clear of the thighs. You don't want to totally drop the body over the thighs so that the bottom sits down and then turn. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale as we seat, body down. And gently turning, this time dangling arms and rolling up through the back. Gently to the shoulder line and roll. With heel raises, we're going to take the arms and bring them centrally to push up as we raise with heels. Center line, drawing the arms down. And again, we're going to do 2 more. Push and draw down. That time, letting the arms feel as if they're lengthening also, as well as the sides of the body, and then we soften back down. So let's just close our warm up there. Right hand, ladies, left gentlemen, second hand on top to the lower dantian, and releasing out and down. So we're going to come back to Dao Yin, 12-step Dao Yin, with the old horse stabled, I should say. So we're going to have preparation first, and that is to say left hand for everybody, followed by right on the lower abdomen, on the lower dantian. Dispel the thoughts into the deep night. Focusing our mind's attention to the lower dantian, smoothing our breath. We bring the tongue to rest behind the front teeth, build a magpie bridge, and releasing the hands, we launch like a swallow into the clouds. So old horse stabled, we looked at it last week. We soften that weight to step wide to the left. Taking the arms with us, center weight and pull towards chin, level there, and up we go with arms opening. We sit on the horse and take that hand shape to Shaoshang hook to the back and tuck, lifting wrist. We're looking to the left and we look forward as we release, rolling the fingers. And now we have the unfurling. Rising and flick at face height. Center weight. Let's take that to the right. So softening the weight down, ready to step wide and taking the fists together. Here the elbows are drawn as much as we can towards each other and we open out. Expansion and softening down, sitting on the horse. Collect your Shaoshan hook, thumb and index. Push back and looking right. Release and draw forward. Unfurl palms. Rising gently, we open at face height. Flick and press. Before we relax and step in. Arms down. So just one extra action or thought about this posture, which I didn't mention last week, is the action for the wrists. Obviously, key acupoints here, which we want to stimulate, and we do that through the 3 aspects of movement. So let's just do one side again, so we can clarify that. Stepping left, opening, bringing the fists in. We press Lao Gong. We open the palms and we create Shaoshan hook. Here we have the wrists turned up and then we release. Wrists back to back, unfurl. And lastly, wrists press out very lightly. It's not a push strongly. We just want to open wrists and then they soften before we step in. So just to bring that little aspect to your attention. The next posture, Jishan Shoots Laos. We're going to look at that today. And this starts with feet together and fists at the waist, solid fists. So we just pull the fist, just pull the fingers in and you close the thumb. So it's a solid fist, no empty fist position there. And we have the hands held at the waist. Now I'll just demonstrate and then we're going to do it together. So I'll just do one side so you can see the action. Good, and stepping in from there and lowering the arms. So the footwork here is really key because it's the base of the posture and it involves what I would term opening the heel to open the ball of foot to turn the heel out. So let's have the hands on the waist and look at this step because it is really key to another posture later on as well. So we soften the weight and we're stepping shoulder width. Stepping out to our left, a good shoulder width position here. We shift the weight to the left. So we've released the weight from the right side and we're lifting the heel slightly to set the heel down so that we've brought the hip around. This allows us to then turn the waist a little bit more. Without that, you'll be sort of unable to turn properly. So we need to have this position and the foot needs to be then set to floor. So it's not left up through the heel. Let's turn back. To do that, we soften the back knee, turn the heel so the foot faces forward, allowing us to transfer the weight back and stepping in. Let's take that to the right. Soften, ready to step, shoulder width. We shift our weight to the right. Let's turn the back heel out. That is to say, I'm bringing the hip towards the right. Now, we can deepen this. I've turned the foot 45. It can be taken a little more, but it's enough. 45 still allows us to turn the waist. Have a little sense for yourselves on that turn through the waist. Giving us a good opportunity there. But key is to have the foot then to floor. On the way back, we need to have this leg ready with the foot in position. So we soften the knee, turn the foot so it's facing forward. And again, then we can take the weight across, stepping in and rise. So this is done to protect your knees. Never feel you're turning the foot through the knee. It needs to be the foot turning. And it does vary depending on the surface that you're turning the foot. If it's carpet, sometimes there can be resistance. So bear that in mind, and that's always why we must use the foot itself. And we also open Yang Chuan on the base of the foot, the kidney element. So that's stimulating this position here. Now, we'll use that again. Let's have one last go to try that as we step out to the left here, shoulder width, and shifting weight across, turning through the heel of right. Very slight lift. I don't need you to lift up the heel too much. Set the heel to floor. Hips are level. Now we can afford to turn the waist. Pick up the heel again a little as we turn through the ball of foot. Set the foot forward and we can shift nicely back to center and step in. So that is happening for the base of the posture. The upper body has the bow posture, which we've seen in Baduan Jin, pulling the bow. And here, the fists create the bow. So we can do this just to the side for practice a moment. Drawing your solid fist to the waist, we'll do this together. We're going to push forward and open the hands. Now the hands are forward at this position on the edge of the palm, not flat of palm. So encourage making sure that that is the push out from here, particularly the heel of the palm at the wrist element again. And the extension is comfortable, not rigid in any way. So you want to push out there, sense, and then we're dropping the fingers forward. Palms face each other, shoulder width. And we again collect those fists. So it's a strong pull. Each time we pull the fist, the Lao Gong is pressed with the middle finger so that we encourage that connection there. And the pull is to our left. Now we're just going to go to the side because we haven't turned the feet. This is to get the gauge for the pull of the arm. The bow is being pulled with the right arm. The elbow is pulling back as you extend, leaving the front arm forward. And we're looking along the line of the front palm, fist here. So this is our bow posture, opening the chest. And this position, of course, sits ahead of the chest, lung point Yunmen, and the elbow is kept nice and level, aligned with the front arm. So no pulling behind you or downwards, upwards. And then we release the palm from that position, the bow, pull, and then we turn the palms to face down. Now here we still have that Daoyin palm as we draw forward to the center and allow the hands to press down their shoulder width. And we come back to our central position, fists at the waist. Let's push forward again, releasing palms out. So using the edge of the palm, collect your fists, dropping fingers to fist. So there's no castanet movement, no rolling of fingers for the pull of the fist, just directly pull. And then we take the movement to the right. Again, here, just practice to the side, pulling the bow, even pull. Inhale as we make our stretch. Look along. Exhale as we release. Turning palms over. Just let your breath be natural as you come back to the center. And the arms come down. The other aspect we know about the bow posture is that we can think of it like an elastic band that we're going to open stretch. And of course, if we pull it equally, then the elastic band stays nicely strong in its position. So here, when we open, we want the same force forward as the pull back. So you're not pushing too far forward or pulling too far back. It's equal on the pull. So feel that that's natural and comfortable for you, and then we can release and turn. So well done. Let's try and bring that one together now. So, looking good, ladies. Well, let's bring the feet together. So we're collecting the fists directly to the waists of sides here. As we step to the left, we're going to position the hands forward and center weight. So you have already arrived at this point, upright, naturally. Now we collect the fists. This is where we now want to engage the base footwork. So as we shift, the arms are going with us. Turn that back heel set to floor. That's brought our hip around. Now, let's just go to the back diagonal first to make the pull here. Your weight is a little bit towards this line, but not over. So keep a nice upright position as we pull the bow. Inhale, look along. Exhale, release. Now, I'd like you to soften the back knee of that turned foot and turn it forward, opening fingers. We then are ready to take our weight fully across and step back in from left. So really important to protect the knee. They term it like a wheel movement of turn for the arms and the foot. But in preparation, really, we want to be sure that that heel is turned and turn back before we draw the arms with us. Let's take that movement to the second side, from feet together, collect hands at fists at waist. Stepping right, softening weight, we push forward. Drop wrists, fingers are facing forward, but we collect fists directly, shifting weight. Now there's the change of outer heel on the left, all ready to set to floor. Let's turn back. Now, again, adjust for your comfort zone, very important here. I'm turning to the back corner as I pull and inhale. Exhale, release. Soften back knee, turn foot, and prepare to bring the weight back across. Fully to the left side, stepping in, lower the arms. Well done. Very important to accommodate the turn on the comfort zone for you. The full posture is to turn to the back wall. So if you feel comfortable to turn fully back, then by all means, but you must adjust the sense of turn back again when you come back in. Let's have another go together. So to our left. Oh, sorry, hands at the waist. And we're stepping out. Push. Dropping fingers, we collect fists, shifting weight. So we're bringing it together, turn of foot is prepared already to the floor. And when we turn back, we're there. Inhale, pull. Exhale, release that elastic band in position, palms face down. Back heel with knees soft is turned, ready to receive the weight as we come all the way back to center to step in. Collect again and open forward as we step. So you're in position upright here. Now the hands are ready. The base of the body, prepare as we start the turn, set the turn, heel to floor, pulling the bow. Inhale, exhale, release. Back heel has turned, ready, foot is forward, and we're ready to step back in. So noticeably, the heel has not been lifted high when we turn, otherwise you lift the hip too much. So we just do a small turn out of the foot. And it's something to have a practice of, perhaps, if it's helpful to continue, getting a nice smooth movement through the ankle there with the turn. So what I'd like to do is we have 2 repetitions of this posture in its set. So let's do Old Horse Stable and Jijang Shoots the Laps together. So from feet together, we're opening into Old Horse Stable. center. Nice soft stepping. And second side. In position. Opening, looking back to the right side. And again, center weight. Jishang Shu Laos. A bow posture, helping us look into the distance as we make our pull of the bow, shifting weight. Adjust that back heel and find your point of turn. If you're coming, I have to come forward to do the full back turn. It's keeping the waist comfortable. The bow is pulled and the back foot must be prepared to turn back, ready. There's our wheel of turn, stepping in. Let me take that to the right with you. As we step right, arms are in position, collect. Shifting weight, back heel turn, and making the movement to the back as we pull, release, and arms coming. Back foot is ready, stand. We do a second repetition here for this posture. So taking it gently, shifting weight. Back heel is ready, the turn of the body. Inhale. On the pull, exhale. Weight is ready to receive, and back in. One more time. Opening right. Weight shift and turn of heel. Remember, here we have the Daoyin palm as well. Once we come back, ready to press down and change. So very well done. A new posture again. And as I mentioned about looking into the distance with the pull of the arm, that's quite a part of the posture because Jishang Shu Laos, he's wanting to see better into the distance. So let's finish there with a little massage. We're going to take the hands and sweep the face. Oh, excuse me, before that, let's close to the body. We need to bring those arms and close back. Ladies, right and left. Gentlemen have the opposite position. Right. Just to settle the energies we've worked with there. Important to do that before we then release and lower. So now we come back to the sweeping of the face from the chin, smoothing around the face. Tending to do this 3 times. So you draw the fingertips around all the way along the jaw and then from the chin. So we're smoothing out on the key acupoints of the face, along the side of the nose, to the brow and out around the face. And lastly, we take the movement to the scalp. So from the center line, over the top, smoothing over the head. And of course, here we're using our fingertips into the wind palm points to circle. And we do that both ways. And also tapping the back of the neck there, coming down to the base of the neck, Dao Shui point as well, and drawing through. Well done, ladies. Thank you for joining me today. Good to see you. And
Penny, can I have some questions about?
Yeah, of course, right. By all means.
2 things.
Yeah.
Okay. When we press on the Lao Gong point when we open the bowl, okay?
Yeah.
So we press it all the way or just press once and then relieve and then open the bowl?
Yes, it's pressed on the positions when you gather. When you first pull, you press.
And
relieve. When you collect, you pull and press, and then release. It's just a press and release. And then you can, when you can come back and pull it again on the stretch. You can press on the stretch as well. So I wouldn't suggest you have to keep it
too tight.
the whole time. No.
Tight, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
second question, sorry. You know, when you open the bowl, in the direction, is
Yeah.
it the front and back or just come up to the corner, the back corner?
It's entirely, the posture asks us to go to the back. The back.
All
corner.
right, front and back stretching. Okay.
Yes. So that you have the 90-degree turn really there. So so from there you've opened and you turn so that your shoulders are in line, but your waist is turned to the side. Your shoulders are
Right, good.
side. So if we're doing the diagonal, I have a few ladies in my classes who can't turn fully to the back. And you know, that it's very important to listen to your body on how much you turn because of the spinal rotation.
That's right, yeah, okay.
So the easiest one is when you see the pull of the bow on the side, you understand the action here, and then to extend your stretch, we can turn to the back corner, which I find works for a few of the sort of class members I have. But the posture asks us to turn more deeply. So it's really dependent on the individual, how, they can cope with it.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. And yes, I hope it's helpful for the others as well. So
Yeah, I want to keep the questions.
Yes, exactly. Never feel that you have to turn fully back. It's always listen to the body on the posture that you're actioning there.
All right, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ivy, for asking the questions.
Yes.
It's helpful.